everyone surviving so far. No, they are not. Very hit.
Look at goes forward. What a move! That's some late braking, and that's what you want to see. Lots of pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Inside to the left, the full stick green, but on the outside, I think full stick gets a little bit too much curve. Not just a soft there, thankfully he goes in right.
Sorry guys for that abrupt ending. My camera's broken for some reason. Give me a second. What's wrong with the camera? I now have like a massive head. Why does it do this? I was just ending the stream slightly short because ending the intro slightly short because my quality was just about to start, and then my streaming software just decides to rotate my camera upside down. I'll have to sort that at the end of quality. I don't know what's gone wrong there. Anyway, let's jump into quality. It's Monza. I've not practiced. I was going to, and then I had the problem with my PC that I sorted, but it took me the same time as I was going to spend practicing to sort the issue, so no practice. Split 1 45-minute race. Let's see how we get on. I think we've got the 13th highest ELO, so if we finish in the top 10 we should be able to make up some decent ELO rating actually. And I had a look, and the Aston with this LFM BOP, the Aston seems quite competitive here, so we'll see how we get on. I think the track was possibly fast, so no idea about lap times yet. I've got to try and adjust to my driving slightly because I'm used to driving the... oh man, just turned into much. I'm used to driving the GT4 here because the last time I drove Monza it was a GT4 car. I need to remind myself to drive this like a GT3 and not GT4. The setup feels quite good though, just need to get settled into the car. I'm lagging a lot more than I was last night, which is weird. Are we gonna have to stop the stream? I'm not sure, but it looks like we might have a connection issue. I thought after last night that the connection issue had possibly been solved, but it looks like it might not have been, which is fairly annoying. Yeah, the track is now optimum and my lag has returned to normal after staying at 400 ping for an entire lap. So not sure what's going on there. This actually feels so much nicer than the last time I drove Monza, which was the GT4s. Just gotta try and remind myself of the braking points. What I've noticed with jumping to triple screens is my reference points are now slightly off. So I'm trying to relearn my reference points a bit. Why? It's quali, not the race. I don't know why I didn't just wait. reference points so far off. They're really off. With this different field of view. Okay, we need to get a tidy lap together. Okay, right, one more lap on this fuel run, and we'll get some more fuel.
Yellow flag accepted.
The rear feels very slidey with the cell compared to the Misano cell. We'll be a lot more careful on the throttle.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Really don't like how it feels through Ascari at all.
Yellow flag accepted.
Oh man. Why am I struggling so much with this cell?
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Definitely not the car. Must just be my driving. I must be driving it wrong. Must just be driving it wrong. Shall I see if we can get a good lap? I'm definitely just doing something wrong with the driving. I think I'm probably trying to drive it too much like the GT4 I drove here last. Got one final quali run.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag, be careful.
Feels like a different car in comparison to Misano. Misano felt just so stable on the exit when you got on the power. It is running a lot lower traction control, but it just feels like it's sliding a lot more. Don't really like how the setup feels at all. Nope, can't take that in a GT3. In a GT4, I could take all that curve through there. It was amazing. But you definitely cannot do that in the GT3. Thought I would try it on the outlap, just see if it was possible. But it's not, unfortunately. Didn't get the best of exits out that chicane. I think second gear is better through there. I think third gear is too slow. I don't know why I'm struggling through the Scary there. I think I'm trying to drive the GT4 line. Okay, we've got 2 laps. Let's see if we can actually put a decent lap together. Nope. Man, the pace is... Why is the pace so slow at Monza? No, I've not practiced, but this is miles off where we would usually be at Monza.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
It's like I'm trying to relearn the reference points.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Not late. Personal fastest.
Okay. That was still a really bad lap. How's it going, Lorenzo?
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
First time at Monza on the triple screens, and I came on early to practice. Had an issue with my PC, so now I have no practice. How's things going with you, Lorenzo? Oh, I over-rotated on the brakes. Might be able to salvage this lap, but not a very good start to the lap at all. That wasn't very good either. Nah, this is going to be a rubbish lap. Well, we're going to have to make up a lot in the race, because this has been a terrible qualifying. All good to hear. Yeah, I'm all good, thank you.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Was away for a karting championship on the weekend, so got back on Sunday night. So just been back to work as usual. Been up to much yourself, Lorenzo?
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Now that is what I call a no practice quali. terrible. Absolutely terrible. That's why I would usually practice for quali. Right. How's racing been going with you, Lorenzo? You been up to much racing recently? Oh, that's a good point. I did not calculate fuel. I did. How long's the race? 45 minutes. 85 liters. That's going to be 91 liters. Why is it? I'm going to go a little bit extra. Well, let's see if we can make up some positions with no practice. Yes, some racing, not too much. Did you do the VCO, Lorenzo? Or was it one of your teammates that did it? How are the triples? The triples are oh, I forgot to sort my camera. I was too busy with the setup. Let me double check that I've definitely got the correct fuel. Yeah.
30 seconds.
You did the VCO after 25 minutes. Oh, that's painful. 25 minutes as well into the vault. That is painful, man. I was away, so I didn't see it, but it sounded like there was quite a bit of carnage. How are the triples? They are way more immersive because it feels like you're sitting in the car because you've got things passing like the side of you. Because of the angle I've got it, it's like you see things coming from the side, not just directly in front of you. So it's a lot more immersive, and it's so much better when you're battling because you're not having to look at the radar and stuff. You can actually just turn your head, which is just awesome. The only thing, like I was saying this quali, because I didn't practice, my reference points are a little bit off with the triple screens. Because I've done a slightly different field of view, I just need to change some of my reference points because they're a little bit off. But apart from that, I'm really enjoying them. I'm really liking the triples. Like, okay, go. Yeah, we'll see how many positions we can make up in the race. The quali was bad, but I didn't expect much when I didn't practice. Like I say, I was going to practice, and then my PC had an issue, and I couldn't practice, unfortunately. I'm wondering why my pedal cam is not working today. I don't understand it. I need to sort out the camera. The cameras are a little bit off for some reason. So mandatory refueling, but no mandatory tire change. But we're definitely going to take tires because anytime I do a 45-minute race and I don't take tires, I always just lose out. So we're going to take tires and try and make up some positions. 32-inch monitors, triple 32. They're only 1080p, but I bought them at separate times. So I bought my first monitor, I bought a 165 Hz monitor, And then the other two monitors, which I bought like in a few weeks ago, the other two are 240 hertz. So obviously I can't run two of them at 240 hertz and one at 165 hertz because that would just look off. So I've got them all running at 144 hertz, so they're just all even. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like I say, it does not make you faster having triple screens, but it does give it such a nice driving experience because it's so much more immersive. I'm trying to turn the Wi-Fi off my phone to try and boost my connection a little bit. There we go. What GPU do you have? I have a 3060. I think it's MSI 12GB 3060. So it's not super fancy, but I mean it does the job for what I do. 3060. Plus I bought it when I was using an old 20-year-old TV, so it's not like I bought it with high performance gaming in mind or anything. But I mean, it's running the triples absolutely fine. I've got a friend gave me a streaming PC, but I haven't been able to finish setting it up yet. But when that's set up, it should be even better. Right, this is going to be
Green light, go, go, go.
usually an awful getaway for the Aston Martin. Just does not have that good launch that the others have. Into the first corner, this could be absolute carnage. Already, that did not go very far. Goodness sake.
Car on the left, clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear
20
on the right.
seconds of aero damage.
Car on the left.
Again, I get caught up in the pile-up. That's 2 nights in a row
Clear on the left.
I've got caught up in a pile-up. HD or 2K? HD I think, because it's 1080p.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Oh, pain. Can people stop hitting me, please?
Car on the left. Clear on the
It's
left.
2 corners and I've been hit like 4 times. 23.7 seconds damage. Oh, the straight line speed's gonna be painful. I think my rear wing is gone. It is very loose on the rear. It's showing that the rear wing is there, but it does not feel like it's there. Man, there wasn't even that bad a crash in turn 1, it was that BMW spinning in front of me. And then everyone else behind me just kind of piled in to my rear bumper. Oh, the rear's so unstable. Just have no aero at all on the rear.
Car on the left.
Man, look at how much that Aston made up on us on the straight.
Clear on the left.
That Aston came from miles back. Just going to be a sitting duck on the straight, which is going to be very, very difficult on a track that is basically straights. BMW died.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Please give me some slipstream. Just give me a little chance to defend from the Aston. I need some slipstream. Otherwise I think this Aston's going to pass me before I even get to the braking zone of turn 1. Or he might do that. Do it before turn 1. Oh man, that advantage on the straight. Look at that, I've got no chance. He's fully ahead before the braking zone.
Car on the left.
Oh, I'm just gonna fall down the field slowly but surely.
Well done, mate. Fastest lap so far.
So much damage.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, Aston almost spun by himself. How did he manage that? He must be running like 0 TC on the exit of turn 1. I'm just gonna have to go super defensive. Otherwise I've got no chance. Just 0 straight line speed. And it makes it worse when I'm like this because I've got no slipstream from the car in front. But the car behind has the advantage of me having massive aero damage. And he has my slipstream. I mean, again, he might pass me before I get to the braking zone. The Lambo seems to be slow though compared to the Aston. The other Aston seemed to be a rocket ship on the straight compared to the Lambo behind me. But then the Aston is quite good on the straight, isn't it? So maybe the Lambo.
Falling behind the car in front.
What's the BOP on the Lambo actually?
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Maybe the BOP is working in our favour here. The Aston is good at Moza with this BOP. So despite the aero damage, that's maybe helping us slightly. Let's see if we can continue to hold on. Maybe pick up a few positions along the way. Just unfortunate we got so much damage that our pace, we just don't really have the pace in the straight line to try and catch the cars in front. But hopefully with the amount of battles and incidents happening, we should be able to pick up a few positions over the course of the race. The only thing is I won't repair the aero damage at the pit stop because we won't gain 23 seconds in the next half of the race by having no aero damage. It's better just to suffer for the end of the race. It's not worth the extra time at the pit stop. I think this Lambo might get alongside by the braking. He is, so I'm just going to brake in the middle. Try to be smooth on the exit. And then you just go to run it out of the final corner as possible.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Try and make sure he goes to the outside.
Car on the left.
Keep him on the outside.
Clear on the left.
Brake as late as possible. Should have left him more space there. That was my bad. Should have left him more space on the outside there. I braked too late there. wasn't able to leave them enough space because I braked too late. If this was like a league race, I would probably get a penalty for that. Tire pressures are about the only thing that's close to being okay on the car at the moment. The aero and everything else is broken. The steering's working, which is an improvement over yesterday. Because yesterday, when we got caught up in the pile-up, I had broken steering for the rest of the race. At least our steering's okay. We just have a lot of bodywork damage. I think we're going to have to defend into turn 1 again. Try not to brake as late as we did last time, because we don't want to push him off the track. Want to defend the position, but...
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Okay, I think he outbraked himself that time. Now, I don't think he's allowed to keep that position, considering he just cut the track to get that position. I think that was what would be known as an illegal overtake there. I think that he maybe wasn't happy with us pushing him wide last lap, so he decided just to take the position off track. Oh well, at least we have some of his slipstream for the next few laps. If we can stay in his slipstream, that's the problem. He's just pulling away as soon as we get in a straight line. If this was like Zoller, it would be okay. Because there isn't as many straights, but I am struggling as soon as we get in a straight line. And it's really unstable through the corners, I think because we've got so much aero damage.
Clear on the left.
It's oversteering and understeering at the same time, which is really not helpful. At this point, it would be a surprise to get in the top 20. We're going to need to see some crashes up in front for us to get top 20. If it wasn't for the turn 1 crash, I think we would have been able to get through the field a bit, but the car is just destroyed at the moment on that turn 1. It wasn't even the BMW's fault, he just started to brake for turn 1, tried to go on the side of caution, and then someone just completely rear-ended him. But there's almost always a crash at turn 1 in Moza. It's just like a rule that there has to be at least one car off track at turn 1. I think this Mercedes could get us soon.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
He's going to send it here. He seems to be lagging. I'm lagging, but he's also lagging, which is a really bad combination. I seem to be having a few lag spikes, and so does he, which is a really bad combination when we're both lagging. I feel like he's going to rear end me soon just because of the lag. But yeah, the pace right now, 49's. I'm just struggling with the car at the moment. What?
Severe damage at the rear.
How did he manage to rear end me when I already outbraked myself? Like, I'd already outbraked myself and was going wide, and he still managed to rear end me. I'll just take the track limit warning and carry on. Yeah, I literally missed my braking point and was about to go off track, and he still managed to rear end me. So either he completely missed his braking point, or he was trying to follow my braking point. I think the car is honestly getting worse as the race goes on. Because now it's like now the tires are dying. I'm gonna turn the TC up to 2. Because now the tires are starting to die. And the aero's so bad as well, it's getting worse. Really struggling with the car. Just feels horrible at the moment. It's like the aero is putting, the aero being damaged is putting more strain on the tires. So the tires are just dying, and the bodywork is so bad that I've got no grip from the aero. So it's just sliding and sliding. We're just losing like a second and a half a lap, which is obviously extremely painful.
Car is exiting the pits, watch out.
What's this guy doing behind me? Did he also get taken out in turn 1? It's like the second highest ranked ELO, and he's P22. He must have also been taken out in turn 1 or something.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
His car doesn't look damaged on the front anyway, but it's maybe got rear damage.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, I've got no chance. He'll pull away as soon as we get in a straight line, I think. Don't know why he's so far back though. I'm sure he started in the the top 5 or the top 10. He must have been unlucky on that one as well. There were 1 or 2 cars off track on that one, so he was maybe one of them. But yeah, I think we can't really get below a 49.1, which is absolutely terrible. But it's just the aero damage, I'm struggling with it. I mean, it's 25 seconds of aero damage, which for Monza is absolutely massive. I think we're just going to start slowly falling down the field, I think, as the damage gets worse.
Yellow flag, be careful man. Slow car ahead.
Oh, that was a bad rejoin, Porsche. That was a really bad rejoin.
Clear on the right.
That looked like he almost killed the McLaren there. That was a bad rejoin. Looked like he was gonna send it there. No! Why is the rear just sliding?
Car on the left.
Man,
Clear on the left.
it's like I've got no rear wing. It's horrible. The aero damage is fine when you're underneath the wing of a Porsche and no aero hits your car. And as soon as I pull out, I go backwards.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, I had to give it a go around the outside there. It's going to be our only chance, because as soon as he pulls out slipstream, he'll be gone. Yeah, he's gone. Man, that final corner though. Just get on the power and then the rear just snaps on us. It feels like I'm driving without a rear wing. That's how bad the aero damage is. It's just awful to drive with. Yeah, as soon as he gets out of the slipstream, he's just pulling away massively. I mean, there, look, it's just sliding so much.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2.
Well, the tyre pressures are fine, so just get first set of tyres at the pit stop. It's obviously not worth repairing the damage at the pits.
At the halfway mark.
We're losing a lot of time this lap, this race with the damage, but I would lose more time fixing the damage than I would just forgetting about the damage. Even though it's painful, I would lose more time trying to get this repaired. I'm just going to come in for new tyres this lap. Tyres are just gone. I think the bodywork damage is so bad that it's now making the tires worse, which obviously is not ideal. But like here, you should be able to go full throttle after this point, but the car is just sliding way too much. Yeah, I'm gonna dive into the pit lane here, get some fresh tires. Knowing my luck, something will happen on pit entry. There won't be a pit board or something like that. I missed the jacks. Oh, ha, ha. I knew it. As soon as I stopped, I knew I missed the jacks. Oh well, the race is going. Is going bad. It's going very bad. Yes, we're dropping down the order quite a bit.
Mandatory stop and start here. Come on,
Oh, yes, we lost. I'm not sure if they had a little bit of damage and repaired it, because I don't seem to have lost as much time as I would have expected for missing the jacks. But maybe by the time we get to pit exit, it will actually be a lot more time than it looks. Yes, it is actually way more time than it looks. Oh, well, we'll have to see what happens. If there's any incidents, we cannot gain any positions on pace. Just because the car's so wrecked, but hopefully there's a few incidents we can get some positions from. It's basically our only hope at the moment. There's quite a lot of battles at the moment, so there's a big chance that there could be some incidents. Like that. I think that Porsche was off. Saw some grass or gravel get kicked up, and that Porsche looked like he was about to defend into the Lesbo. The tires feel good. That's about it. Bodywork is still just wrecked, so it's still just sliding in the corners. As soon as I get on the power, I just have no grip whatsoever. I think we're gonna be close with this guy on pit exit. Or he's going to come out too far ahead, I'm not sure. Oh, he's going to be too far ahead, I think. I think we might have had that if I didn't miss the jacks. Yeah, I think we would have been ahead for Ferrari if I didn't miss my pit stop. Yeah, we've got no chance. As soon as we get on the straight, we just lose so much time. And in all the high-speed corners, the car is struggling as well. Just struggling for grip. Yeah, we're doing 4 to 8s. Which we would easily be able to do if we had no damage, but with the damage we're doing 49s unfortunately.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Sounds like a crash behind. Wonder if that was in a scally or the final corner. There's usually a scally, the yellow flag's coming. This Ferrari seems to be catching the cars in front, so I wonder if he also got taken out on lap 1. He also has a fairly high license to be P26. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to hope for some incidents in front of us. That's going to be our only real chance at making up any positions. I'm pretty sure I just saw someone cut the first corner there. I'm not sure who it was though. I couldn't tell what car it was, but I'm sure I saw someone go through the chicane there at turn 1. Yeah, like the track limit chicane with the polystyrene boards. I'm sure I saw someone attempt to take it and then drive through it.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Man, I just can't get the power down with this damage. Just got nothing on the rear at all.
Slow car ahead.
Could be a back marker getting out of the way, or it could have been someone spun. Slow car ahead is not very helpful. Okay, we have 12 minutes left to nurture the broken car back to the pit lane. Oh, it looks like maybe someone's binned it. Because there was a slow car ahead warning and then someone in the pit lane, so I wonder if that McLaren's binned it or been taken out. It's very easy to bin it yourself in the final sector and a scally. Hit the barrier. The cars behind are catching me quite quickly as well. There's a very, very high chance that they're going to catch me before the end of the race, and we're just going to have to try and defend. Ideally, I would have liked someone to be in front of me so I can get a bit of slipstream to help me defend, but I don't think we're going to have that. It's going to be very difficult. difficult to defend with this damage. It's like it's sliding on the rear, on the exits, the rear is sliding. When you accelerate in any of the medium to high speed corners, in like the chicane and stuff, it's fine. But any corners with a little bit of speed, I just have nothing. No grip at all. And I think it's just the bodywork damage, because quality was fine. It was loose on the rear, but it felt nice. This is like I've got no rear wing. Again, as soon as I get on the power, it's just snapping. Someone else in the pit lane who's already pitted. That's weird. That's 2 cars in 2 laps that have both dived into the pit lane. That's weird. I wonder if they've they've underfueled maybe? They forgot to put fuel in? Because he didn't crash or anything, he had just passed the McLaren, I think, actually, and then he's dived into the pit lane, which is weird. I wonder if he's underfueled or he's forgot to add fuel at his pit stop. Well, he's already got going again, though. One won't benefit from that. Unless he's got a massive amount of damage or something. On the rotate. Oh, it's a back marker getting out of the way. I thought it was maybe someone had binned it by themselves in the Lesmo. I think it was just a back marker. Man, the Mercedes behind me is catching so quickly, it's painful. And we've got 9 minutes left. This is going to be a challenge, to say the least, to try and defend with this much damage. I'm going to try and defend, but it's going to be quite the challenge. Like I say, if this was a track like Zolder, it wouldn't be too bad, because you do most of your rotation with the brakes and there isn't that many long straights, so defending with damage would be difficult, but it wouldn't be as difficult as Monza. Whereas like this is one of the worst tracks to have aero damage. If not, probably actually Monza's probably one of the worst. I'd say Kota's quite bad to get aero damage on it as well. Kota's because of all the high speed corners in sector 1 and 2 and then the long straight. Kota's probably worse to get aero damage on than Monza. But I'd say Kota and Monza are probably the 2 worst tracks to get a big chunk of aero damage like this on. But that Mercedes is closing in the gap. I've just got no chance on the straight, so we're basically going to have to just focus on getting the best exit we possibly can out the corners. Try and compromise his exits if we can, and by holding the inside line in that, and just try and stay ahead before the braking point. Because if he's too close to my rear bumper coming out the corner, especially on like the final corner, he will literally pass me before we get to the first corner. And that's how slow we are on the straight. That's what we had with the other Aston. The other Aston passed me before I even got to the braking point. So the only hope we've got is if this Mercedes is running a high downforce setup and is slow on the straight, but it's going to be a challenge to keep him behind, I think. Almost 1.2 seconds quicker a lap. Yeah, the first sector is okay, we can defend. The middle sector is difficult, but it's doable. It's that final sector and the main straight, that's what's going to be difficult to defend. We basically want to try and put him offline as much as possible so he can't get the good exit that he needs. Because if he gets a good exit on us, we're toast. Simple as that. We do not have the straight line speed to keep him behind. I mean, even on this short straight, he's gained, that looked like 2/10 on us. We are just going to have to hug the inside and then hug the inside into turn 1. I would weave on the straight to try and break the toe, but I'm pretty sure the LFM rules don't allow that. There are some leagues that allow you to just weave to break the toe, but I'm 99% sure you can't in LFM.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
He outbraked himself quite a bit there. He went off track and then tried to get back on, I
Clear
think.
on the left.
It's going to give us the position back. I think he knew that he braked too late there and tried to hold on. Then the outside, I was honestly expecting him just to cut the corner like the others did. That's why I didn't leave him any space, because I thought he was just going to cut the corner. But he tried to rejoin. Fair play for giving the position back though. Feels awful. Just it's like driving without a rear wing. It just feels like you're drifting everywhere. That's the best way to describe it, is driving without a rear wing. Come on, well, I can't get the power down. Can't get the power down early enough. Right, watch this. We're half a second ahead.
Losing to the car ahead is sector 1.
How much does he gain on that home straight? I can't really look and drive, but you guys will see how much he gains on us. That looked like 2 or 3 tenths he gained on me on that straight. Don't have long left, but it's gonna feel like a long time with the 0 damage. Oh, I've out.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Box this left. We have to repair the car.
I turned my steering wheel and it didn't go straight because I turned it too far one way, that I turned it past the point of it taking in a signal. So when I turned it to straighten it, it didn't actually straighten it.
Faster car approaching. Watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
because I turned it too far. There isn't a limit to stop it turning too far. So I'd basically turned it too far one way, so then I couldn't straighten it, and then the Porsche just drove straight into the back of me. I don't know why the Porsche didn't make any effort to slow down when I was in the middle of the corner, but you know. Final lap, and I have 60 seconds of damage. Whether or not this is going to be possible to defend, I don't think it is, considering how far back he came and he got that position. Oh, I can't brake in a straight line. Oh, this is like yesterday. At Misano, I can't brake in a straight line. I'm braking to the right, it seems. I can turn right so well. I just can't turn left. 2 nights in a row, guys, with massive damage. Oh, this is getting painful now.
Car on the left. Box is flat, we have to repair the car.
Oh,
Clear on the left.
I've just got so much damage. This is impossible. Broken wheel and 60 seconds of aero damage. Why? 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 Are you serious? I am lost for words. I have no steering now.
Anita has finished the race.
I am full lock left. He just drove into the back of me on the straight. I went to block the inside and he just drove straight into the back of me, man. Ah, I'm full lock left to turn left. Can I turn right? Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm trying to stay out the way and not take anyone out. But my steering is pretty much gone. I'm full lock
Car on
left.
the left. Clear on the left. Box is flat, we have to repair the car. Alright, checkered flag.
What
Joe,
a
let's race again.
joke
Coming
of
left.
a race. Man. What was that? What was that, honestly? Man, that's going to be a big yellow loss. It's going to be a massive amount of yellow in the drain. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I mean, turn 1, right? Ah, it was just so much damage so quickly. But this BMW... Oh. Service restart. But here we go. So this BMW brakes early. In my opinion, he's doing what you should do, which is brake early for turn 1. But he is a little bit too early considering it's a 200 meter board and he's already braking. However, this BMW is right on his bumper. So, I mean, that was obvious that was going to happen when you're that close going into turn 1 of Monza. Someone's going to brake early and you're going to take them out. That was just bound to happen. The problem is he spins to the right and I think, fantastic, I'm going to avoid the big pile-up. But he bounces back onto the track and I'm not sure whether or not to go left or to go right. But I think he holds his brakes. I need to look. But here I just have nowhere to go because he just covers the entire track basically. And then I managed to get slowed down, but the cars behind don't slow down. I go through his car and carry on straight with like 30 seconds of damage. But I'm pretty sure he did the right thing in holding his brakes, actually. Yeah, look, he holds his brakes, but he just got hit with so much... Oh, so he didn't brake early. It was the Porsche in front of him. And the cars in front of the Porsche, they all braked really early. So the BMW braked early, and the BMW behind this BMW, he just doesn't brake. But this BMW does exactly the right thing. Held his brakes, but he just had so much momentum when he hit the wall. He just bounced so much, even whilst holding the brakes. So he couldn't do anything there. And this BMW, yeah, this BMW just caused that entire thing. But man, I glitched through his car and kept going straight. I mean, look at this, right? Right? I get hit. I get hit. I go through his car in the air and then land on four wheels and in a straight line. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how that's possible. But that was not the end of our problems. We got... Did we get hit? Or did I hit someone? There was some defending... Yeah, that was the Lambo just decided to cut the corner and take the position. But then I did push him wide the lap before? So here, going into the braking point alongside, he gets ahead. He's so far behind going into turn 2. Like here we get... I guess I just don't give him enough space really, do I? I thought I was fully ahead going into turn 2. But I obviously wasn't because I was still alongside his front wheel. So then the next lap he decided just to cut the corner. But there was something else that happened later on in the race. After the pit stop. Obviously we had that final 2 laps. Did we not have another incident? So the Mercedes goes for it here. Somehow manages to hold the braking. But again, I've gone a bit too deep on the brakes. So then I think because the Mercedes then pushes me wide, he then for some reason gave the position back. But I don't think that was really his fault. I think that was just aggressive from both of us. I pushed him wide, he pushed me wide. I don't think he really needed to give the position back. But he obviously thought that when I went wide it was his fault because he gave the position back. But where is the... Yes. Right, so here it goes from bad to worse. So now we're P25. So we brake fairly normal point, but the car gets a bit unsteady on the brakes. But I don't brake particularly early. And the Mercedes just absolutely kills me. But I don't understand this Porsche that completely destroyed my car. So I try and rejoin, and basically what happens, right, is see with my wheel, it detects rotation if you turn it one full lock right and then half a lock right again. So it's 900 degrees of rotation, right? And when you get to that point in the menu, right, there's a bit of resistance. You can't turn any further. When you're racing, I need to find out how to turn on the resistance so it doesn't keep going, because basically it went past that point and kept going. So I turned it too far. So then when I turned it 1.5 times to the left to go straight, it didn't go straight because it was still turned right, which is why I have such a messy rejoin. See how I just start driving right? Because my wheel was stuck right, I couldn't get straightened. So I need to try and figure out how to get a limit on that. But is this my fault for being on the racing line? Or should the Porsche, when he saw the yellows, made some effort to try and avoid that? Because he seemed to make no effort to avoid that. In fact, he doesn't even brake. He doesn't brake, and he doesn't make any effort to avoid it. But then, I was going to say I shouldn't have rejoined, but I've not rejoined because I'm stuck on the track and my wheel was stuck to the right. So really, I can't actually do that much at this point because my wheel was stuck to the right and I was trying to get off the racing line. But he's made no effort whatsoever to try and avoid that incident, and has just gone full acceleration into my car. And look at this. The rear bumper is now broken, completely broken. The rear wing is completely broken. So I've got 60 seconds of damage at this point, just trying to get home. And then look at this. Now, this Ferrari behind is 4 position, okay? It's the final lap, 4 position. Okay, hold the inside, hold the inside, hold the inside. I mean, if that isn't just pure... I don't know, it's just stupid. He's literally just driven into the back of my car and taken me out on a straight. I mean, that was just... I mean, that's 2 days in a row we have been taken out so much that our steering has been broken. I lost 127 ELO in that race. Not surprising, considering how many times he got taken out there. Ugh. Oh well. We will hopefully do another stream on Friday, if not on Sunday. Do some practice races, maybe do an LFM. If we're streaming on Friday, it will be LFM. If we're streaming on Sunday, it will be practice for Apex. But yes, that was typical LFM there for me. Yes. Bit unlucky. I mean, obviously my quality was terrible, but I had done no practice, and that was the first time I had done ones on the triple screen, so my references were quite off. But yeah, that was just impossible to drive that with so much damage. But you know, just one of those things. So we'll need to get that rating back. I might do an LFM race off stream on Thursday night and get some of the rating back, but yeah, just one of those things tonight. What I'm quite happy with is the triple screens are working really well. Really happy with how well those triple screens are working, so that's good. But yeah, sorry about that tonight, guys. That was just a bit rubbish, really, wasn't it? But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that very interesting race. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and